When foreign investors establish a company in Vietnam, one of the first things they do is hire external support. An accounting firm, a payroll provider, a law firm, or administrative consultants. At first, many business owners assume these compliance partners mainly exist to handle paperwork, submit reports, prepare documents, and respond when authorities ask questions. But experienced foreign investors eventually realize something much more important. A compliance partner in Vietnam is not just a service provider. They become part of the company's operational risk management system. And the quality of that support can directly affect the stability, credibility, and long-term sustainability of the business itself. One of the biggest reasons foreign-owned companies develop hidden compliance risks in Vietnam is because they expect too little from their service providers. As long as reports are submitted and deadlines appear satisfied, management assumes everything is under control. But in practice, compliance failures often begin quietly. Weak documentation, payroll inconsistencies, licensing misunderstandings, poor audit preparation, or tax treatment that does not properly reflect operational reality. And many of these problems develop because no one was proactively identifying risks before they became larger issues. This is why foreign investors should not evaluate compliance partners only based on whether forms are filed. They should evaluate whether the provider helps the business operate more safely over time. One of the most important things foreign investors should expect from a compliance partner in Vietnam is clarity. Not just execution. A strong compliance partner should help management understand where operational risks exist, how accounting decisions may affect tax exposure, why certain documentation matters, and what potential issues could arise during audits, inspections, or regulatory review. Because foreign investors unfamiliar with Vietnam's legal and compliance environment often cannot identify hidden risks independently. This means compliance partners play a critical role not only in administration, but also in operational decision-making. If a provider only processes paperwork without helping management understand the broader implications, the company may still remain highly exposed. Many foreign investors in Vietnam experience frustration because compliance providers communicate unclearly. Questions receive vague responses, risks are oversimplified, or technical problems are explained in ways management cannot fully understand. This creates dangerous operational blind spots. A good compliance partner should communicate clearly and transparently, especially when discussing uncomfortable compliance issues. They should explain not only what is happening, but why it matters. This becomes especially important for FDI companies because many business owners rely heavily on local advisors to navigate Vietnam's regulatory environment. Without strong communication, management may make important business decisions without fully understanding the compliance consequences. Many service providers appear responsive during onboarding, but the real test comes during difficult situations. An audit, a tax inspection, a banking issue, a labor dispute, or a licensing complication. This is when foreign investors discover whether their compliance partners are truly reliable. A strong compliance partner should not disappear when scrutiny begins. They should help coordinate solutions, explain risks clearly, and support management under pressure. Because in Vietnam, operational problems often escalate quickly when communication becomes delayed or unclear. Foreign investors should therefore evaluate compliance partners not only during normal operations, but based on how they respond during difficult moments. One of the most overlooked expectations foreign investors should have is proactive risk management. Many compliance providers operate reactively. They respond only after problems appear. But experienced foreign investors increasingly expect partners who identify weaknesses early. For example, incomplete documentation, payroll inconsistencies, licensing gaps, weak audit preparation, or accounting structures that may create future tax exposure. Because the earlier these issues are identified, the easier and less expensive they are to correct. In contrast, compliance providers who remain silent until authorities or auditors discover problems may create enormous operational risk for the business. Foreign-owned companies in Vietnam operate differently from many domestic businesses. There may be foreign shareholders, cross-border transactions, expat employees, intercompany structures, foreign contractor tax exposure, and international reporting expectations. A strong compliance partner should understand these realities practically, not only theoretically. They should understand how foreign investors think, communicate professionally in English, and appreciate the operational concerns FDI businesses face in Vietnam. This becomes particularly important for startups and SMEs without internal legal or finance departments capable of independently managing complex compliance matters. Imagine a foreign entrepreneur operating a consulting company in Vietnam. At first, the company hires several low-cost service providers separately. One handles accounting, another manages payroll, and legal support is requested only when problems arise. Everything appears functional during normal operations. But later, during annual audit preparation, serious inconsistencies emerge. Payroll records do not align with labor declarations. Certain contracts are incomplete, and accounting treatment creates tax exposure. Management then realizes something important. The service providers were completing isolated tasks, but no one was proactively overseeing the company's overall compliance risk. This situation is extremely common among FDI companies in Vietnam. At LTS Law, we believe foreign investors need more than administrative support. They need compliance coordination and operational clarity. Our role is not only helping clients establish companies, it is helping them identify and manage risks throughout the operational lifecycle of the business. We help foreign investors assess compliance exposure, coordinate legal and accounting oversight, review operational structures, and identify professionally assessed accounting and audit partners experienced in supporting FDI companies in Vietnam. We focus on providers with stronger transparency, responsiveness, English communication capability, ethical standards, and practical understanding of foreign-owned business operations. Because sustainable compliance depends heavily on the quality of the professionals supporting the business behind the scenes. Many foreign investors only realize the importance of strong compliance support after operational problems begin affecting the business. But by then, correcting structural weaknesses often becomes expensive and stressful. At LTS Law, we help foreign investors understand that compliance partners should do more than process paperwork. They should help protect the operational stability and long-term credibility of the business itself. If you are operating or planning to establish a foreign-invested company in Vietnam and want guidance on compliance management or selecting suitable accounting and audit partners, book a consultation with LTS Law. Because in Vietnam, the right compliance partner can help prevent problems long before regulators or auditors discover th.